Monster Game Night is a dark comedy actual play podcast that explores themes of personal and political horror. This show is not appropriate for children, and adults can find content warnings in our episode descriptions. Welcome to our Vampire the Masquerade Chronicle, Bluegrass by Night, where our coterie of ambitious vampires fights to carve out their turf in a fictional Appalachia dominated by ancient monsters. I'm Josh, and I play Clear Visions, the auspicious augur Toreador.
I'm Russell. I play Gordon, the holy Lasombra.
This is Ben, and I play Tommaso, the very frustrated Putanesca.
This is Nick, and I play Jason, the Ward Piercer.
Clear Visions, you used auger last week.
I did. I
was
forgot
impressed
a new
by
word.
it once. You're
I
on
know.
thin ice.
I wanted a B.
Thin-
I couldn't get a good one. If anybody,
thin
I needed to
ice.
crowdsource it. I forgot.
We should have.
I'm disappointed in myself.
We'll crowdsource it next time.
You're losing 5 podcasting points.
5 podcast points are lost.
Well, I'm already at an F. So
Oh!
Thank you guys so much for joining us this evening. I am Mike, your storyteller. Why doesn't our coterie tell us what happened last time on Monster Game Night?
the coterie started on Clear Vision's fabulous tour bus, where my driver Terrence gave a gift to young Jason.
We rolled up on this absolutely decrepit-looking bridge. I mean, I don't think that thing could have held the bus, but somehow it made it over.
When we got to Jamestown, my friend Sniffs the Exhaust and his friends showed up, and I updated the deal with the coterie. We only have to give them 10 of our kind and sneak them into Jamestown.
You realize you could have run and hid over in the woods, right? You didn't have to stay there and just stand out there like a gamuk.
I got a bum leg.
I think he tried and he failed.
You could have done what I did and just snuck up on Sniffs the Exhaust and, scared the shit out of him.
Make him sniff another kind of exhaust, you know what I'm saying?
Or make him shit his pants. One or the other.
Step on my joke.
And while that was going on, I did sneak off to find a thin spot in the ward where I could allow us to pass through it.
Are you sure that worked really well, by the way? Because, I mean, that took a lot out of me. Like, a lot.
I thought you were stronger than that.
I am stronger than that.
It also made me rather holy. I'm also asleep right now.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, that's a problem, too. We're going to have to do something about that.
We pick up with our coterie standing on the banks of the Wildcat River. It rings Jamestown. The city of Jamestown beckons beyond. We can see lights. All of our coterie is covered in water and muck from having waded and walked across the Wildcat River. And Gordon is laying face down in the river in torpor. How are you planning, or do you plan to get Gordon's body out of the river?
Hey, so
I'm going to poke him with a stick.
that's not good, and I can't go back in there. Like, I barely made it through myself. Like, trust me, I'm starving over here now. Kid, you might want to go take care of that.
Got a fishing pole or anything like that?
It was on the bus.
We both cleared this pretty easy. Let's just drag him out.
I think that I would be more of a hindrance in that.
So useful.
Okay, fine, let's go.
Both of you give me a roll of humanity. Subtract 2 dice from your pool.
So while they both start raising around in the river, I'm going to stand on the shore. I'm going to reach into my coat pocket. I'm going to pull out my favorite feeding method of a bag of blood. I'm going to rip that bad boy open and go to town.
Just slurp that thing like a Go-Gurt.
You got it.
That restores 1 hunger for Tommaso.
I just got 2 successes.
I got 4.
Clear Visions.
God damn it.
You were really, really smart at first when you were saying, I would be more of a hindrance.
I'm always right.
Clear Vision's hunger increases by 4.
What? Next time at 5. I was only at 1. I was like, oh, it can't be that bad.
Jason, your
I
hunger
got 2 people to drag out of this river.
increases by 2. Oh, Clear Visions is not in torpor. He's just at 5 hunger. But Jason's only at 3 hunger.
I gained 1.
Yep. You drag Gordon's body
Gordon out.
from the river, lift him off the spike of rock that caught him. He is in torpor right now. Now, you gather that he'll awaken on his own in about a week.
A week? Oh, we can't have that.
I'm not carrying him around for a week. We got to find a
Oh,
way.
no, we're definitely not. We're waking him up right now.
Yeah, we got to get him out of this right now.
I pulled that baggie back out of my backpack. Kind of wet my finger and stick it in the bag. Get some of that on.
Like a baby that's teething.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit around the gums.
I'm just gonna rub it around in his gums.
It's a shame that crystal meth does nothing to a kindred.
Okay.
Well, I guess that was a failed experiment. Then I pull out a bag of blood.
You're going to waste that on him? Seriously?
I've got a few more. I'm okay.
Okay, good, because I'm going to need some too.
So, Gordon, you awaken to the unpleasant sensation of what was once hot blood being poured down your throat. You can hear the sound of water splashing around you, and you can hear activity and movement and cars driving in the distance as Jamestown is surprisingly awake at this time of night. You've come in on the northern edge of the city. You know that where you're staying is about a 30-minute walk from where you are right now, and there's about 20 minutes left until dawn. What do you wish to do?
Hey there, buddy. Welcome back.
Get off me. Let me go.
All right. We are running out of time here, so maybe we should run.
So I'd like to do a quick look around to see if anyone was watching us.
All right, wits plus insight.
Got it.
Well, you put that together. Is anyone else doing anything?
I would also like to see if there's anyone around to specifically feed upon.
Still just wits plus insight. You're still just looking for food.
One success.
One success.
Starting off strong.
Doesn't appear. Also, how many hunger dice did he put in that pool?
All of them.
All of them were hunger dice. Fantastic.
2 successes.
At this very moment, there is somebody watching, sitting back from the banks quite a ways, about 100 feet. You see a car with a man seated inside of it, clearly looking out at the spectacle of this bedraggled group wading and thrashing across the Wildcat River.
I'm going to start making my way over to the car.
I also approach.
I would also like to approach.
I'm going to try to stealthily do this.
I'm going to walk straight up.
There's no point in stealthing. They've seen us.
Same. I'm going to
Is the
start.
car running?
The car does appear to be running, yes.
I'm going to start waving my hands and yelling, "Help! Help!"
I'm going to yell out, "Oh God, my leg! This gentleman saved me after I fell into the river. Help!"
Add 2 dice to your pool for this.
Manipulation, persuasion, with a specialty in subtle lies.
I agree.
That's 9 successes.
9 successes.
I got 4 successes.
You see and hear the car begin rolling forward. And there's a moment as, is he driving away from you? Off into the night, have you frightened him away? And no, he's pulling the car closer toward you. He comes within about 10 feet. You see the headlights of the car are shining in your face. You're on the outskirts of the city. You can see that you are nearby a couple of warehouses and fairly large industrial-looking buildings. You hear him open the door of the car and step out. He is a middle-aged man with sandy blonde hair, square-rimmed glasses, a white shirt rolled up to his elbows, khakis, steps out, walks over. Oh my God, I can get them to the hospital.
Yes, please, please. Can we also see your cell phone? Can we call and let them know we're coming?
Of course. He hands you his cell phone.
Sir, thank you. All I know is we were talking with some bikers and then we were just in the water. I don't know what happened. I've never been here before, but my grandson thought, I just wanted to show him the local college. I don't know about it if there's going to be bikers here. Tommy or Jason or Clark, I'm really confused.
All right, hey, just calm down. All right, this nice man, he's gonna help us. Okay.
The man steps forward and he places his arm around you and his shoulder underneath of Clear Vision's, and clearly trying to take your weight onto his body and walk you over towards the back of his car.
And I immediately bite him in the neck.
Oh God. Okay. He is totally unprepared for that. I don't think that I am going to have you roll strength brawl.
I'm gonna rouse. I can't even rouse the blood on my 5. Let me roll my 1 dice.
The difficulty on this is extremely low because he's unprepared.
I hope it's 1. I got 1 success.
That is enough in this context because you have deceived him to get close enough. Clear Visions, I need you to roll your willpower pool against Frenzy.
I need to roll that as well, don't I?
Yes. We are feeding at hunger 5, and we are smelling blood at hunger 5. So Clear Visions, you're rolling against Frenzy.
Okay, and it's just our willpower pool?
It's your willpower plus 1/3 of your humanity rounded down. But your willpower pool has replenished since our last session.
That would be 7 successes.
7 successes.
Very nice.
I crit, by the way.
Nice. It doesn't mean anything on a frenzy roll, except that you're really good at resisting frenzy.
Unfortunate.
Which does suit the mental image I have of Gordon, that he keeps a pretty tight lock on himself.
What does it need? What is the difficulty?
The difficulty for you is 4.
I got 3.
Oh God.
So there is an uncomfortable moment as Clear Visions, this potentially Good Samaritan who came to your aid, that doesn't matter right now. What matters is Clear Visions is starving, and Clear Visions is beautiful and important, and he will make the world beautiful. And if that costs one little mortal life, so be it. Clear Visions, you lose control of yourself and frenzy.
Before he does that, is there a way I could have bit him and taken some of that to satiate my hunger?
Yeah, you were supposed to share.
Greedy bastard.
So in Frenzy, you can spend 1 willpower, right? To basically
Take control for 1 turn, absolutely.
for 1 turn. So I think that, yes, I'm going to spend 1 willpower to be like, okay, I need to let Gordon get a little bit, but then the rest is mine.
So Gordon, you slake 1 hunger.
Better than nothing.
Clear Visions, you are at 1 hunger after this. I'm not going to give you all the way to 0, even though you drained a life.
That's fair.
So Tommaso went off and examined the car. While this was happening, he wasn't paying attention. He turns around once Clear Visions is finished. And I guess I know what I'm doing in the night tomorrow. Wonderful.
Hey, Jason, you know what they say? No good deed goes unpunished. Right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay,
You
now
just
find
can't-
my handkerchief. I gotta wipe this up.
Hey,
You just couldn't control yourself, could you?
Hey,
can I-
let's talk about this later. Let's
Yeah,
hop
can I-
in the car and go.
Yeah, we ain't got time for this.
yes,
Yeah,
we
just
need
a
to
little
go.
Grand Theft Auto.
I'll pick up his body and I'll put it in the trunk.
We should just chuck him in the river.
No, nope,
That's a good way to have a manhunt.
nope. He's coming with us.
All that nasty pollution in there get ripped right up.
He's coming with us.
Okay.
Tommaso, as you open up the trunk to place this corpse inside, you see that is that a shotgun hung across the trunk?
The fuck? Hey, this guy had a shotgun.
Oh, good. I thought there was going to be more bodies in there.
I want to go look at the shotgun. What's it loaded with?
It is loaded with, it's a 12 gauge shotgun loaded with buckshot.
Is it sawed off?
No,
Oh.
but you gotta wonder, who carries around a shotgun very carefully installed in their trunk?
I'm going to take the shotgun.
Hey, find his keepers.
Do you want it? Okay, here.
You can look at it, but I expect to get that back, by the way.
Okay, the thing I find weird is out in Appalachia, they usually just keep those things just strung right up on their window. So why is it in his trunk?
I think this is something we could think about while we sleep tonight.
Yes.
Let's go.
Yeah, we need to get out of here. Okay. Who knows where we were supposed to be going because I forgot.
Yeah, that would be me.
Oh, good.
Here,
All right.
I'll-
What?
All right,
I hear you say that.
Who's gonna drive? I'll navigate.
Tommy tosses Jason the keys. Hey,
I'm not the driver. I'm just the navigator.
I'll drive.
Exactly. He's only got his temps.
Yeah. Hand me the keys.
There you go.
Gordon, I need you to make a roll of intelligence technology.
For what?
What?
I hope it's a car bomb.
This car, you notice, has push button start.
God damn it.
How long have you been waiting for that?
A long time.
All right, can I help with this?
Yeah, that's a failure.
How many successes is that? 0.
I have 2 dots.
I can help,
That's a
right?
lot.
Like
You can help.
Okay.
So add one more die.
No. You gotta turn the key first. You press this button.
First of all, there is no key if it's push to start.
exactly.
That's 1 success.
1 success. Your bane severity is 1 at this time.
Yep.
So the vehicle shudders to life. The electronics complaining and groaning. You see the clock sparking. The button itself, you can smell melted plastic coming from it a little bit.
The fuck?
Makes sense.
Seriously, now is not the time, okay?
This
Look,
thing's a real
I'm
piece of
hungry,
shit.
guys, okay? I'm sorry.
You think I'm not?
You didn't. Are you holy? I'll hold my shirt up to him.
Not in that way.
That's what I thought.
You should heal that.
It should.
Now you have 2 destinations where you may want to go. You have actually, I mean, you could go anywhere. You have lots of places you could go. The cast and crew are staying at the Bluegrass Horse Park and Campground. That's where your trailers are. Though Jason may have another destination in mind.
Jason, where are we going?
Which one's closer?
What's the other
There-
destination?
You could make it to either of them. The other destination would be the Faint Public House. That's where Jason's contact is. They're really about equidistant from you right now.
Don't have time for that. Get us to the crew.
Yeah.
We can meet whoever that is tomorrow.
Yeah, we're meeting back up with our bus.
Yep. And it's more than a tour bus, but you're driving through a part of town that is slightly emptier than the rest of it. You're on the outskirts of town still, and you're actually headed further out of town. So you kind of drove in, followed the outskirts a little bit, and then departed even further. So you never really enter Jamestown proper at this point. You drive over to the Bluegrass Horse Park and Campground. You are very relieved to see the crew trailers provided for you. They are protected against sunlight. They're not particularly secure, but they're not insecure either in that the door does lock, the windows aren't tinted. They'd keep out a pesky teenager trying to get in, but if a fellow kindred really wanted to get inside, they could. Each of you has a trailer of your own that you can sleep in for your day. Is that what you wish to do?
Damn, we got set up.
How much time do we have left?
A few minutes. Dawn is on your heels. You can see.
I'm starting to feel a tingle.
Yeah, I was just checking.
So, Jason, I just wanted to say I'm really proud that you called it our tour bus. You're really just embracing us as a little family, aren't you? You know, I always said it was my tour bus.
Yeah, I'm going to sleep.
We'll talk about this later. I'll go
So-
to bed, too.
Right before I settle down for the morning, I take my phone out really quick and I send off a text that just says "made it."
I imagine I know who that text is going to.
Yep.
Clear Visions, you don't sleep in one of these trailers. You have your tour bus for that.
Of course.
Yes, it's much nicer. This is the Clear Visions show after all.
Come on, Teresa, let's go to Nest.
Teresa, who would not be nocturnal without your help, is ready for bed as well.
Does she have something in her throat? Sounded kind of funny there.
She prefers exclusively the blood of the Abyssinian. That's what I've been giving her.
So, as the sun rises, our vampires begin their day sleep. Day passes. Clear visions. Your body double makes a few appearances. Presumably. And then the sun sets. Darkness comes. I need each of our coterie to make a rouse check.
I succeed.
I succeed as well.
Fail.
I succeed as well.
Tommaso, this whole endeavor has been frustrating as hell. And Tommaso awakens, gets hungrier.
Tell me about it.
What do you wish to do as you awaken? Your trailers have been positioned at the center of the Clear Visions cast encampment, for lack of a better word. There is a large building in the heart of Jamestown that will be used for filming proper, but it's not really nearby here. This is just the largest area they could find to keep all the cast.
Tommaso was storming over to the tour bus and banging on the door to get inside.
How far away is Father Paulson?
Father Paulson is on the other side of town.
Would I notice any bars or anything near where we are?
There's not nearby. How far are you looking to travel?
Like something I could walk to.
There's nothing in walking distance. There are crew members though, and as crew members of the Clear Visions tour experience, you are able to take certain privileges.
I'm going to find someone who works in craft services.
All right.
Appropriate.
I'm going to say, I need some food brought to my trailer. I don't care what it is. I prefer Italian.
Right away, Mr. Fletcher.
Hey, old man, open up.
It's unlocked.
Good.
You see Clear Visions draped across his lounger. He's wearing a gold silk robe.
I don't even look at him.
Yes.
Just beeline right past him. I go to the back, get the plug bags out, and I rip into one.
Oh, yeah.
I need you to roll a d10 for me.
Okay.
No, what is the number?
1.
1.
Oof.
Oof.
I'm switching these out. Bullshit.
So that changes things.
Yeah, I'm sure it does.
My original mechanic was that the number that you needed to roll was going to get higher and higher because that's a fair way to represent a decreasing inventory.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I feel like I'm going to give you advantage on that first roll, and then we'll go from there.
Okay.
Because I think it would be absurd to be like,
You have one.
yeah, they have 1. I'm going to be a little bit unfaithful to fiction, so give me one more roll of a d10.
Switching these out, so hold on a second.
Can't use the ones I gave you, that's okay.
5.
5. That is enough. Looks like you are about halfway through the stock of blood bags that the Camarilla sent you off with.
Hey, I thought there was supposed to be more of these. What the hell? What happened?
Do I need to make a preparedness roll or something for how many I had on me?
Give me, intelligence plus resources.
If you're a bagger, it should actually probably be streetwise.
So this is kind of different. This is to see how many. Jason has a slightly different directive and purpose than the rest of the cast here. And so this is to see if he has his own private stockpile.
Okay, you said intelligence plus
Resources.
Does that include hunger dice?
It should include a hunger die. Or how many hunger are you at?
3.
It should include 3 hunger die.
2.
2 successes. You know that once you arrive at the haven that Lonnie has prepared for you, there will be about 4 blood bags waiting for you.
Okay, but I don't have any on me right now. Well, I used one on Gordon.
I think that was the one that you carried with you.
Okay.
Unless you think that Jason would keep one stuffed inside of his guitar.
Probably not.
I was going to say, that's very Johnny Cash drug smuggling style, but
No, just the sword in there.
Tommy, I don't know what happened to those. You must have been real thirsty, because I don't touch that stuff.
Yeah. I'm sure somebody sabotaged my ass as usual.
Probably Rosetta. She looks thirsty.
so Gordon,
Hey, Gordon, you looking to share a meal?
I mean, I'm in my trailer, waiting on my meal to come to me.
Knock, knock.
Hello?
Housekeeping.
Housekeeping. How may I help you?
Hey, I heard you got food coming. You looking to share your meal?
Not particularly, but maybe we can get a to-go bag for you. I say, why don't you text craft services and ask for a meal to be brought to you? Or just brought here. Tell them you want.
That's fine. Yeah, I'll task them and have them bring me one to my trailer as well.
all right.
If you bring them here, I can make them forget.
Okay, sounds good to me.
So here's a question. I have a pre-exclusion to lawful people.
Mm-hmm.
Are any of these people lawful?
You think I'd hire a cop?
Now, I thought that feeding from somebody outside of your prey exclusion but costs a willpower.
Yeah, you can push through it.
Yeah, that's my question. Are these people
Roll
lawful?
1d10 for me and tell me the result.
It's a 6.
6. They are lawful.
I guess I'm going to spend a willpower to fight through it.
A few moments later, there's a rap at the door. It swings open, and you see a young man carrying a breakfast tray. Very well appointed breakfast tray. It's weird that they're serving you breakfast at night, but he looks up and he says, yeah, this is weird, but
I thought I asked for Italian. What is this?
Italians eat breakfast.
Yeah, but like I expected like some spaghetti and meat
Well,
sauce. Bring it
Not
in,
what they
bring it
gave
in.
me. Don't
Set
blame
down
me.
the table.
Listen, I'm so happy to meet you, and I'm so sorry that we're having a bad experience right now.
That's
and
okay.
we'll
Just forget
do-
all of this.
Oh, okay.
And then I take a chunk into his neck. Do I need to roll against frenzy since I'm tasting blood?
Do need to roll against frenzy because you're tasting blood.
Please don't freak out. Please don't freak out. You got this. You're okay.
Don't forget it's unspent willpower.
Uh-huh.
Just remember who you are.
God, I wish I was there.
That's 4 successes.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is enough.
I'm only going to slick 2. And then I'll take my saliva and close up the wounds.
Thank you.
You wouldn't know.
I'm there with you.
Oh, you are in my trailer, aren't you? Damn it.
Hey, I don't feel so good.
That's okay. Just go have some OJ and you'll feel better.
Can I have yours?
Sure.
Jason,
Yes.
you also received breakfast. It appears that the kitchen prepared breakfast for dinner. A young lady, blonde, fairly short, also holding a breakfast tray.
All right. Yes. Come on in. You can just place it right there next to the other one. And then go ahead.
All right.
Lean in and
You are at
Feed.
hunger 3, correct?
yes. I will also slick too.
Okay. I don't feel so good.
Man, what did you guys put in this breakfast?
Well, just take this orange juice and you'll feel better later.
Are you going to drink it?
No, and neither will he.
So our coterie, with their appetites somewhat filled, what are you doing?
So, Tommy, what's the plan here? Where do we want to go first?
Well, that's a good question. The kids seem to have a place he wanted to go last night.
Oh, true. Do you want to go round them up for me? I'll get changed and we'll just have a little meeting here.
Fine.
I have a question. What is Clear Vision's wearing under the robe?
What do you think?
I want to say nothing. but
Absolutely nothing. Come on.
It's a solid gold G-string, baby.
Yeah.
Solid gold.
Oh yeah, it's heavy as hell.
He doesn't have mortal concerns about money.
So it's really just like an elaborate cod piece, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
it barely covers my 10-inch dick that I have in canon.
Canonically, it's 14 inches.
Yes, I was.
I'm so glad you remember that.
We were very clear on that point.
An
We
old
were.
man 14-incher. That's just
Majestic.
all right.
No, he probably has like some, I don't know, like boxers with roses on them. They're very, very nice.
That's very understated.
I mean, I'm repping my clan symbol, baby. You do you.
So, set the stage for me. What are you guys doing together?
I think we're all in the tour bus, dressed and sitting on the couches, trying to decide where our next move is.
I'm not sitting. I'm standing at the front.
I imagine Clear Visions is still completing or straightening or primping.
Oh, yeah. I'm actually fixing up my tie as they come in. And I say, oh, Jason, perfect timing. So tell us a little bit more about where you were thinking of going.
Yeah, there's
You
this
know,
place.
I mean, share it with the group. I obviously know where we're going, and I was going to say it earlier, but
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm drawing a blank right now. You remind me of what that place was called again?
oh no, that's your job. You know.
Yeah,
I was
that's
going
what
to
I
just
thought.
give you
Anyway,
the credit.
so- yeah, there's this place called the Faint Public House. I have a contact there who might be able to give us some information.
What kind of contact?
Yeah, who's the contact?
Just a
Thought
guy.
you knew, old man.
Of course it did. Okay, so what do you mean, just a guy?
What are you, a cop? Don't worry about it.
That is a personal attack.
So you have a contact there. I have a contact that I would like to go talk with. That's at the church.
Tommy boy, you got a contact?
What do you think?
Yes. I figured since everybody else did.
Well, mine on exactly.
You know, me and Jason got this guy over here.
Yeah. Mine on exactly on the level, if you catch my drift.
Ah, okay.
That's my kind of scene there.
Yeah, exactly. I figured you'd enjoy it.
Why don't we go check him out? And you guys can go check out his contact.
I think it might be dangerous to, you know, separate for a bit.
You really want these two running around by themselves?
I'm just thinking,
Not particularly.
Sniff
That's a good
the
point.
exhaust. His
Right. All right.
his people might also be here. I'm a little worried about that.
Yeah. So, Jason, do you have anything that can help to, hide our scent from these dogs?
Or like a second magic sword that I could borrow.
I'd like to see you try to swing a sword around. I'd like to see
No,
you try
I
to swing
don't
a
have
sword.
any of these things. Sorry.
Well, what did you bring?
We all know that one.
I'm not laughing. I'm serious.
So, why don't we go visit Tommaso's contact first, and then we'll go to visit yours, Jason.
You guys are going to be real disappointed. It's not anything special, I promise.
Who's your contact?
Are we splitting up or are we going together?
We're going together.
We are going together. I'm not letting any of you out of my sight right now.
Exactly. We're having a family outing all together.
Oh
We'll go
my
to one and then the
God.
other.
All right. Let me go take care of our friend last night first. Okay?
Oh, yeah. I'll come with you.
What, you get off watching me do this or something?
No, I just want to take his wallet.
I already have it right here.
Oh, perfect.
Have you
What?
gone through the wallet yet?
Yeah, what's in that?
Not yet. I'm going to do it right now. So I just spill it.
One of the very first things that stands out to you is that there is an ID that says Jamestown Police. That is Detective Randall Alexander.
Oh, shit. We off to the UC.
We didn't. I'm just going to make that clear.
Well,
Yeah, that's a good point.
We need to get rid of this car now.
Guilty by association. How much cash is in that wallet, buddy?
A fair
What?
amount, like $150.
What, you need more
Damn.
boxes?
Well, I was just thinking a little spending money wouldn't hurt.
Well, we got all the spending money that you need, trust me.
So,
I'm curious. To you, what is spending money?
Yes. It couldn't hurt.
Yeah, take it.
well, let's talk about what we're going to do about this car first.
We definitely got to dump that somewhere.
Yeah, drive that into the river.
I'm more concerned about getting rid of the corpse, okay? I'll handle that. The rest of you can put your genius minds together and figure it out.
Well, hold on. You're able to disintegrate a body. Can you disintegrate a car?
That's a fair
What the
question.
fuck do you think this is?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
No.
So I've heard that people can just spit their blood on the stuff and it just disintegrates. Is that how yours works?
You guys saw me do it. You know how it works, okay? It works on flesh.
So Tommaso leaves the tour bus where the rest of the coterie has gathered and is debating to dispose of the evidence of their transgressions.
Now, just to be clear, this is something that Tommaso really does not enjoy doing. He has a whole thing about last rites for a corpse. Of course, since we're in a hurry this time, he's going to have to leave it and take care of it another time. He goes over to the detective's car, pops the trunk, pulls the body out, slings it over his shoulder, makes sure nobody's looking around, and he heads back to his trailer.
Tommaso's trailer is just like all of the others, very basically furnished with a bed, but it does block out light. There are thick curtains to make sure that nobody can see him while he's doing this. Drops the body on the floor of the trailer. It lands with a lifeless, heavy thud.
So, this power does require that Tommaso introduces his vitae to the corpse.
Ooh, so how do you do that? And I guess you also need to make a rouse check.
Yep, and I'm going to go ahead and make that. I do not get hungrier. And with that, Tommaso is going to make a small slit in his wrist, pour it over the corpse very quickly, and as soon as it's introduced, the corpse begins to dissolve. It slowly melts away until it's just a pile of ashes. And with that, Tommaso walks outside, finds one of the nearby crew, taps him on the shoulder, and says, "Could you get a janitor to come to my trailer? No questions. There's just a little bit of a ash pile that needs to be swept up."
Right away, Mr. Bianchi. After Tommy disposes of the detective's body, we'll return to the coterie aboard the Clear Visions tour bus where they're discussing their next moves. We find everyone gathered together in a nice, comfortable space with leather couches, heavy curtains, and darkly tinted windows that mostly block out the outside world.
Okay. Can I make a roll of Streetwise to see if I would know like where to look for a chop shop?
I have Black Market.
I also have black market.
Yeah, we both have Black Market. We might want to do that.
I mean, I don't know what you guys have at. That would put me at 4. 4 plus whatever the attribute is.
I mean, we're both at 4.
Yeah, that would at 4 as well.
Yeah.
So I think that we're putting together a dice pool for this to see if you can find a chop shop that may relieve you of this vehicle. I think that we're going to do a little bit of a shared dice pool here because you each have the same number of dice in it, correct?
Fair.
Yep.
You're in a new town that you don't know well, but Tommaso got kind of the lowdown on the area. Gordon has a contact in the area, but he'd probably have to speak with him first to see if he could find some information on this. Appropriate roll is going to be intelligence streetwise, but I'm open to other rolls.
With black market, that gives me 8.
That gives me 6.
Yeah, 6. I think you better make it.
Yeah.
I think that Jason is the one to do this. Add a die to your pool for each of the people who is helping you.
So just 1. So it would be 9.
Oh.
No, 2. A
Yeah.
die for each person helping. So that's
Yeah,
a
I
10
think we
dice
both
pool.
we
Okay,
both
so
start
10.
telling him places, and he's like,
Starting to feel like
You hear that? My hands are heavy.
yeah.
"Oh,
You're-
that's a lot. Oh, Mr. Powerful over here."
You're
How
starting
many
to feel like
hunger dice
Gordon,
are in
aren't you?
that?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Get the
How many dice?
You've got 1 hunger die in there, right?
Yes.
And he should have 10 dice.
6, 7, 8 successes.
Tessus, no crits though. No crits.
No crits. No.
In a pool of 10 dice, you kind of expect them. That's
Yeah,
okay.
Almost.
All right.
Not like we needed it.
8 successes.
It was probably like 2.
You've got a couple of places you can look, and I will leave this decision to you. The first place is Ridley's. Ridley's is a blue-collar bar near the operating plant of Vortex Industries. It does a roaring trade in all kinds of vices, and they could certainly find a place for you to dispose of this vehicle if you wish to. The next place you could look, as revealed to you by Mr. Gordon Fletcher, is the Church of the Blessed Hope of the Resurrection. That is where his priest contact lives. And this priest contact, it turns out, may not be keeping everything told to him in confession in confidence. So he probably knows a guy. And then lastly, the Down and Out Quick Mart. This is on the outskirts of town. It's an auto repair shop. They are kind of known for taking in...
Problem is, number 1, I don't think we should actually go near Ridley's or Vortex yet and let them know that we're here and we're ready to do things. How confident, Spy Man, do you feel that your priest buddy will keep his yapper shut?
What's wrong with Vortex?
I don't want to get into it right now.
I mean,
They do seem to have the best resources.
he's a
And that's for a reason.
snitch. Snitches only do one thing.
They get stitches, yeah.
Well, they talk, but sure.
When I'm around, they get stitches or worse.
I was going to say they get the bitches, but it's fine.
No, that may just be you.
Oh, I'd never.
So how about that shady mechanic on the edge of town?
See, the problem is, I feel like if we go there, we have to do our best to make sure that he doesn't know this is a cop car.
That's easy enough.
All right, if you feel good about it.
I mean, we just have
Yeah.
Gordon touch it again. That should
Where'd
probably
that
disintegrate.
$150 go?
Ask him.
I have no idea.
He's got the deep pocket.
Hey, son of a bitch. Hand it over. We're using that.
I'll hand over $125.
You think we can't count? Where's the rest of it?
I was going to spend it on like local Jamestown trinkets.
Get one of your assistants to go out and buy trinkets. Cough it up.
Okay, really, I was going to buy flowers for Rosetta because she seemed like she needed them.
Cough it up.
I'll remember this. No, give it up.
We're probably going to need to give him more than that. I'll just say it.
Well, don't worry about that.
How are we going? How are we getting there and how are we getting back?
Well,
Obviously, we need to take 2 cars.
Exactly. I'll have Rosetta drive. She can come with. And yeah, we'll just have somebody else drive the
Alright.
car. Maybe not Gordon. As much as I really want him to. I think we need the car operational to get there.
You know what? One of you two drive it. I'm going to ride with Rosetta. She and I need to have a talk anyway.
I'll supervise.
All right.
All right,
Looks
young
like it's
boy.
up to you, kid. Great.
Oh, no, I'm not driving. Oh. I can't drive for shit.
That's the thing. None of us can.
sure. I'll drive.
No one has a single point in drive.
I do.
No, Gordon does, but we don't want to destroy the car.
Yeah.
Well, we do, just not yet.
To be fair, while I will enjoy it if Gordon drives the car again, you're probably not going to have to roll dice to do this.
So you want me to drive
yes.
that car there?
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
tailing you.
I have an
All right.
interesting idea. Okay. Gordon, you work the pedals. Jason, sit on his lap and do the steering wheel.
All right, Rosetta, yeah, just follow us. Okay, I know the way.
I need everyone who is not driving to make a wits plus awareness roll.
Probably better I do this anyway.
Can I use my heightened senses?
You can definitely do that.
Can I give Jason tips on evasive driving techniques?
You absolutely may.
So you should have advantage if you have to do any kind of drive.
You might have to stop me from trying to take out my notebook to take notes.
3 successes for me.
3 successes.
2.
I got 5 successes.
Wow. Gordon and Clear Visions, you become aware that there is an unusually large number of vehicles with painted white or black with very little trim on them, very heavily darkened windows, and clean-shaven men. There's a lot of unmarked police cars marking the edge of this camp.
Actually, Jason, let's just leave the car here.
Do you have a set crew that could
Like, take it. Like, just
I mean, we could just have
paint it a different color?
Terrence drive it away and then get like a goober back.
yeah, I like that. We'll call and have Terrence just drop it off there.
So Rosetta punches a button on the dash. You hear the call dialing. You hear it ring a little bit. You hear Terrence's voice come in. Yeah. What's going on, Mr. Visions? How can I help you?
Hi, Terrence. Thanks for accepting the call. I need you to be ready in about 15, 20 minutes. We're going to drop off a car. We'll bring it right back. And we just need you to take it to the quick and dirty or the quick and dirt and out. What was it called?
Down and out.
Down and out.
Okay,
Clean out your ears next time.
Okay, the down and out. You know, don't tell him who sent you. Say it was some guy named George Clark or something. And
Here, Rosetta, when Terrence gets here, give him this cash to give to the man at the counter. He'll know what to do with it.
just slide the cash across the counter, put your finger on his lips, and say, "Shh." That's all I gotta do, Terrence. Just trust me.
You don't have to do that last part.
No, I trust you. You'll play it by ear. Later. Okay, Rosetta, hang up. Boop. Rosetta, that was great. You really did a lot of work in that conversation. I appreciate it.
To set the scene, Rosetta's SUV is a late model luxury vehicle, richly appointed leather on the interior, very dark tinted windows capable of blocking out the brightest noonday sun, obviously made to ferry around VIPs like Clear Visions. The exterior is a glossy black, meticulously maintained. Rosetta pulls up. The Coterie enters.
Just because Jason wanted her to.
Just thought it was a good idea. I don't want you driving.
Yeah, they took my license years ago.
I'm going to sit up front with her.
To describe her, she has very long dark hair, somewhat olive-colored skin, and her posture and composure is very calm and collected. She looks in the mirror, making eye contact with Clear Visions, and says, "Where to?"
All right, Rosetta, take us to the Super Late Motel. I believe my guy's going to be there.
You feel the car pull away. As you leave the parking lot surrounding the Bluegrass horse park and campground, and at this very moment, Terrence chooses to make his break for it. You see the detective's car pull out, and almost immediately, 4 cars flash their lights, box him in, and pull Terrence over.
Terrence, it was nice knowing you. I know you were my driver for a good 12 years, and I just...
You know, there are quicker and easier ways to fire people. You know that, right?
Yeah, but I could never fire family. I'd rather just have, I don't know, somebody else do it.
All right.
He'd go to jail for you, right?
I hope so.
Hey guys, we're Monster Game Night. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. I'm Mike, your storyteller, and I am joined at the table by
Ben, playing Tommaso.
Nick playing Jason.
And I'm Russell, and I'll play Gordon.
And I'm Josh, playing Clear Visions. Tune in next week. We release an episode every Monday. Also follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcatcher. We'd love to hear from you on social media. You can find us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Monster Game Night. Also, please give us a rating, write a review, and tell your friends and family about the show if you enjoyed it. Word of mouth is the best way for a small independent show like ours to grow. We hope that you can come to our next Monster Game Night.